everyone, welcome back. I'm Stacy and this is the For Bricks and Giggles YouTube channel. For today's YouTube video, I'm going to be comparing two Harry Potter sets. Set 4762, Rescue from the Merpeople from 2005, and set 76420, Triwizard Tournament, the Black Lake from 2023. So stick around to the end to hear my review, and let's get started. Alright, so here we have the completed builds. This is the original. It's around 170 pieces and comes with 5 minifigures. And then this is the remake, and it's around 350 pieces and also comes with 5 minifigures. And the Goblet of Fire has some of my favorite Harry Potter sets. I was super excited to see they were remaking this set, at least somewhat remaking it, because I thought the original was such a fantastic set. So I'll go ahead and show you the minifigures first. The cool thing about these sets is they both come with the exact same 5 minifigures. Harry, Ron, Hermione, Victor Crumb, and a Merperson. So you can identically compare the minifigures, which I think is so cool. I'm going to start with the Merpeople first, but I just want to say that my Merperson from the original set does have a little bit of print wear on the lips, which I had not originally noticed. I think every time I go through old sets, I find a new broken part or damage or something I didn't notice before, and I always end up having to add parts to my wanted list. That list never gets smaller, no matter how many pieces I buy. I do think this is one of the coolest minifigures from, honestly, the 2001 to 2011 kind of original Harry Potter sets. This really cool dark red hair, unique mermaid torso and legs, and the spear piece is exclusive to the set in this color, so really cool all around. But the new release is also equally amazing. This hair is so cool to look like it's kind of flowing out in the water. I think they did a really nice job with that. I love that it's all sand green, which is a classic Harry Potter color, and then a trident for this Merperson as well, so definitely love that. Here we have both of the Victor Crumb minifigures. This is the original, this is the new release. Definitely can feel that they are the same minifigure, which is awesome. And if you take the head of the new release and flip it around so that that is now facing the front, then you can add on his shark head, and it looks like the inside of the mouth, which I think is so cool. So that's a major scene in the book and the movie. You also get a shark head to place on top, which is exclusive to this set. So obviously the original is a little more simplistic, but I really like that one, honestly, just as much as the new version. I think they're both cool and stylistically appropriate for their given time periods. Then you get your Harry Potter's original remake. Again, very similar. I've never seen flippers in light nougat before. That was pretty cool. And the new version has the medium length legs opposed to the standard tall legs. Harry's head is reversible for the original with the gill print. He has a dual-sided head for the remake, but the gills are on both sides, so it doesn't have like a before and after. It's just like a happier versus kind of angrier head for this minifigure. As for the Rons, I have them both currently on the sleeping side. Again, current Ron has the shorter legs. I'm very curious as to why they decided to change from the dark bluish gray to black eventually. I don't know if there's a particular reason for that, but here we have both of them awake now. So both dual-sided minifigures. And then finally we have Hermione. I do like the Hermione hair for the remake. I think that's really nice. Kind of more accurate, I guess, to what they talk about in the book, although you all know I have no problem with the original either. So sleeping side versus the awake side. So honestly, 5 fantastic minifigures for both the original and the remake. So I like that these sets are very comparable. They definitely have the same vibe. The remake is obviously bigger than the original and focuses both above ground and underwater, while the original is strictly the underwater events. So I'll kind of show you the original first. It's hard to believe that this set is closing in on 20 years old, but I do love it so much. I didn't get it until I was an adult, but I'm so happy to have it in my collection because it is truly a very unique set in the Harry Potter world. You do get a little boat. Originally, I thought this was probably the smallest boat you could make, but the remake actually beat it. It is smaller, which is kind of crazy, but very similar boat builds, stylistically even pretty similar, so obviously a great design to still be using a similar design even 18 years later. Here on the end, we have this little underwater build. Absolutely love the translucent green seagrass, lots of translucent blue pieces throughout this set, and underneath is a red scorpion. And there's a pin in the back. If you push it, it will launch the scorpion forward. So that's a nice functional piece there, as well as a great animal piece. So a small little build. These two sections are on hinges. You do get this nice octopus as well, and then this bright orange crab on top that actually lifts off. When you pull that out, there are these little chrome silver knives inside, which I love a good chrome piece. I love a good hidden piece. So that's a nice, unique build there. That is to help free Ron and Hermione, who are trapped and tied here. So Ron and Hermione are standing on some little Technic axles, and that's what holds them in place. And then there is a piece in the back, this little seaweed piece here. It's also on a Technic axle, and when you push down on that, it will launch the two of them up, which works super well. So I guess that's to simulate when you have freed them from their restraints. So a great functional piece there. I'd like to point out a couple of exclusive parts. There is this green kind of half arch here. That piece in this color is only found in this set. So that's a really cool, unique part there, as well as this dark green archway, which is actually a doorway, but traditionally seen in other colors. And so also in that dark green color, it is exclusive to this set. You do also get a jellyfish, which is actually just a chef hat, but these are pretty rare in this color. The jellyfish does also come in this color in one other set, which is a Belleville set, the Mermaid Castle Belleville set, which is a set I also have. So it's really cool to have both sets that have this rare piece in it. So all around, super classic set. Absolutely love it. Just built the remake for the first time. I am very impressed with it. I do like it a lot. I think it's a great design and I loved the build. I did want to point out this really cool little animal-like figure they've included. It's called a Grindilo. It is exclusive to this set right now. It comes in satin translucent black. It's a really cool piece. I'm going to wait for people to start parting out these sets on BrickLink and then hopefully buy a few more of them, because I think it would be really cool to have a few of them with this set. But I absolutely love this. Probably my favorite part of the new set. So I do like the height of this set and that it gives you a below the surface as well as above the surface of the water build. I think that's really nice, very unique. I love that they brought back the sand green for the roof. There was a period of time where they were kind of leaning more towards dark bluish gray for Hogwarts roofing, and that really bummed me out. So I was happy to see this sand green color back. At the top, you've got like a little kettle and some cups. Those are really cute to warm up the contestants once they are out of the water. So it's nice that they thought about that design feature. Kind of on the main level here, we've got a functional piece. I'll put Harry up there to demonstrate, but there is a pin in the back. When you tap down on it, he will fall off of the ledge here. So that works really well. I like that they thought to include that little feature because they very easily could have just made it a non-movable piece. As for the build below the surface, I think it's absolutely beautiful. I love the sand green and dark turquoise pieces mixed together. I think those are really nice. We've got the seagrass, but in bright green instead of the translucent green like we see in the original. You've got Ron and Hermione again here, kind of trapped. Slightly different version of the build. Looks, I think, a little more realistic since they're supposed to be tethered, you know, in the book or the movie. So you just pop their heel against the piece there and they just stick right to it. And since it's on a movable part, they do kind of move as though they were in the water, which again is more realistic and super nice. And then back there you do get a bright orange crab, so I like that you have the exact same animal in both sets. It's really cool to see kind of how things have changed in nearly 20 years and how some things have kind of stayed the same. So again, I am super glad that they remade this set. I've been waiting on that for a long time. I like that they included the Grindilo in the remake. I like that you have a little more detail above the surface, which wasn't in the original. Not that I fault the original for that. The original set when it came out was only $20, which is a great price for that set. 5 minifigures, 3 different animal pieces, and exclusive parts. I think that's a really great price. This set was $45, and I have to say, I think that's a bit high. I really wanted this set, so I went ahead and paid for it, but if I hadn't been looking forward to doing a comparison review, I probably would have waited to see if I could get it on sale somewhere. I do think $45 for a 350 piece set, especially when most of the parts are very tiny, is on the higher side. I would think this should be more of a $30 to $35 set, but that's just personal opinion. Still, it does have great features, it is a great build, and if you're a Harry Potter fan, I definitely recommend it. This set, unfortunately, is now going for what I consider astronomical money for a set of this size. In the US, on BrickLink, it was starting at $135 for a complete set. For a set that was originally $20, that is so much money. But if you're wanting the complete series, I completely understand. If you would like something similar, but for a fraction of the price, then definitely go with the remake. But either way, you can't lose. These are both fantastic sets. Thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed this video, like and subscribe. See you next time.